Hey, how's it going, guys, and welcome back to another Pixgun 3D video on the channel. And today we have the top 6 weapons that cost coins. And of course this is just my opinion, but my opinion is worth something, I guess, because I've been playing this game for a really long time and I've basically got to use every single weapon on the game. My other one of these videos is pretty outdated, so I thought I would do one for 15.6, so go ahead and check the date. Of course, this is around Christmas, so if it's not around Christmas, this may be outdated, but I feel like these guns are probably going to be pretty stable for the next few updates. They seem balanced and everything. I'm also going to put up timestamps for each section, and hopefully this can help you guys out. So let's get into it. So for the primary section, I chose the impulse rifle. It's super good and it only cost, I think, 385 coins. You can actually unlock this at level 22, and this weapon it's good, but primaries aren't the best, so you're mainly going to want to use this in the primary and secondary section brawl game modes. It usually, as you can see here, it takes around 10 bullets or something around that to kill one enemy with max health when the gun is fully upgraded. I don't usually use this weapon unless I'm playing the brawl game mode where it's only the primary and secondary, and it's super fun because it's double damage, so you're gonna see me go off and kill everyone. So this weapon, it is super good. I really do like it, and it really competes with gem weapons, which isn't very common. It does have explosive weapons, so that means no headshots, but also it's super easy to aim. It's got a great rate of fire, great ammo capacity, just a really good weapon overall. So for the backup section, I'm going to have to go with the Dead Star, and the reason why is this thing only costs 190 coins, which is great for a weapon this good. You can unlock it at level 17, and it's a 4-hit kill on a max armor player, I believe. This thing can compete with like every other section, like look at that. And it's like damage radius whenever you shoot at the ground, it's instant, and also it's probably a better damage radius than most heavies, which is kind of crazy because this thing's fire rate is actually super good too. A fun fact about this gun is that it was actually created by a fan of Pixel Gun, and I guess they put it into the game because they had competitions back then to see who could draw a weapon, and then they would actually put it into the game. So I don't know, that's pretty cool, and I hope they bring that back. For the melee section, I'm going to have to go with the combat yo-yo. This thing is just, it's insane. Like, it only costs 350 coins and you can unlock it at level 22, so it's end game, but this weapon can actually compete with like actual weapons and stuff. As you can see in this gameplay, it's like a 2 or a 3 hit headshot, which is super easy because it's like, it extends out and it stays there, so it's pretty unique. There's no other good weapon like this. Super fun to use, and with a pet, the combo with this weapon, it's unbelievable. Of course, a lot of people don't like to aim with their melee, so they'll buy like the explosion ones, but I personally like this one much more because it's more fun to use and it's more skilled, and I feel like a ninja when using it. A quick tip when using this weapon is to actually go for their pet. As you can see right here, it will still hit them, and then you can just quickly kill them, but the pets are what's really dangerous when using melee weapons because pets are so strong. But, just by going for the pet first, it basically removes that problem. For the special category, I sometimes pick flamethrowers, but most of the time you'll see me with the laser bouncer. This thing it's so fun to use, and it only costs 240 coins, and you can actually get it at level 22. So another endgame weapon. I'm just setting you guys up for endgame basically because that's where you're probably going to spend most of your time. This weapon is kind of a short to medium range because it doesn't have any sights, and it's also kind of hard to use now because they removed 3 category spam, but even without that, it's still a super effective weapon. A lot of people probably won't buy this just because snipers are a little bit better, but for it to be a 2 body shot and a 1 headshot in the special category, it's pretty insane, guys. My favorite thing to do with this weapon is actually just to not really aim for them, aim at the ground under them, or just randomly fire with it, because sometimes, not all the time, but sometimes you'll just randomly get kills with it. It's pretty insane. And also, for some reason, I feel so satisfied when using this because it will bounce off their heads and then it will bounce somewhere else. So, I don't know, it's got lots of potential. Most of the time you'll probably see me using this just because it finally got the gold skin, but for the sniper section I picked 1 shot. It's such a good weapon. It's 1 shot to the head, 2 shots to the body, and a lot of time people don't upgrade their armor, so it will actually be 1 shot to the body. So it's pretty good. That's probably why it got the name 1 shot, but it's going to cost you 385 coins. I really don't know why, but whenever I use this weapon, my shots are always on point, and if the guy doesn't move, like this guy right here, you're gonna have like the best time ever. Usually I won't use scope, but this weapon, you really do get a lot of benefits from using it because the little sight thingy isn't the best. And also, a problem that I've had with this weapon is that no scoping, when they fire and you fire at the same time, it kind of cancels out your bullet or something. But we're gonna get into some of the gameplay where the guys actually have max health, and it's still something. I was kind of bullying this guy. I didn't really give him a chance to kill me, but some people eventually spawn in, and this weapon, it's just so good. You really don't need the 3 category spam with this weapon. It's amazing. Alright, so for the heavy section, it was really difficult because I really don't like any of the heavy weapons that cost coins, so I would highly recommend that you spend gems or just play the campaign to get the OX bad code. But if you do insist on buying something with coins, I would recommend that you buy the Adamant Bomber. So this thing costs 265 coins, I believe, and you can unlock it at level 17, so it's mid-game, but on average, it will probably take you 3 to 4 hits on a max armor player. That's of course if it is fully upgraded, but the reason why this makes it so good is because you can just spray it everywhere. It has 12 bullets in 1 mag, which it's so like kind of overpowered in a way, depending on the map you play, because on big maps, this gun is not the best, but on big maps, you're mainly going to use the sniper section and the primary section, so that's not that big of a problem. So if you're going to buy this weapon, I'd highly recommend that you play on kind of smaller to medium maps with like hallways and stuff. It's kind of difficult to jump, so you're kind of more vulnerable because you're always going to have your finger on the trigger, but you know, if you hit your shots, which is super easy because you can just aim basically everywhere because it will bounce around and stuff, then this weapon is super strong. So yeah. Alright, so that's going to do it for today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe. And of course, go ahead and comment your favorite coin weapons and maybe some myths for my next Mythbusters, which should be coming out soon. You guys might want to put in a little bit more research before buying these weapons, and also make sure that you check the date. I can't stress that enough because I get people commenting on my old coin video saying that the guns kind of are bad now, which, yeah, they are, because, you know, it's outdated. So yeah, check the date, but that's gonna do it. So I guess I'll see you guys all in the next one. Peace out.
Often I'm upset that I cannot fall in love, but I guess this avoids the stress of falling out of bed.